Okay. So we'll get started then. So I'm going to apologize for my throat. I had a little bit of an issue with it yesterday, so I'm a little hoarse. So just bear with me. So we'll get the meeting started by calling the meeting to order. And Dawn, I'll ask you to begin with a roll call of councillors, please.
Councillor Sean Sampson.
Present.
Councillor Michael Digdon.
Present.
Deputy Warden Melanie Sampson.
Present.
Warden Amanda Mummerket.
Present.
Councillor Brent Sampson.
Present.
Thank you, Dawn. So the first item on our agenda for the special meeting this evening is a proclamation for World Autism Acceptance Month for 2022. So I'm going to just ask council's patience as I read through the proclamation. World Autism Acceptance Month is April 2022, whereas it is estimated that 1 in 66 people across the country are on the autism spectrum, and 1 in 34 people, approximately 30,000 individuals in Nova Scotia, are on the autism spectrum. And whereas many dedicated autistic individuals and people with autism, parents, teachers, researchers, and professionals, including those at Autism Nova Scotia and other community-based organizations, work tirelessly throughout our province to make the communities where we live accessible and inclusive for autistics and individuals with autism and their loved ones. And whereas with 11 locations throughout the province and with the support of the autism community, Autism Nova Scotia builds understanding, acceptance, and inclusion for autistics, individuals on the autism spectrum, and their families through leadership, advocacy, education, training, and programming across the lifespan. And whereas this month of April marks Autism Acceptance Month, and Saturday, April 2nd, marks World Autism Acceptance Day, when people across the globe come together as a community to celebrate autism and promote acceptance and inclusion. Therefore, be it resolved that I, Warden Amanda Mummerket, on behalf of Richmond Municipal Council, do hereby proclaim April 22nd as Autism Acceptance Month throughout the County of Richmond, and I encourage all of our citizens to recognize the autistic individuals and people with autism, family members, caregivers, educators, and other professionals who strive to make Nova Scotia an inclusive and accessible place for us all to call home. So councillors, I'd be asking for a motion to accept that proclamation.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Councillor Digdon. Could I have a seconder, please?
I will second it.
Thank you, Deputy Warden. Okay, any further discussion? I'll just mention, just before we go to the question, Councillor, I just want to mention that we will have a flag raising ceremony at the municipal office on Saturday, April 2nd at 12 noon. Members of the public are welcome to attend. We'll just be outside doing the flag raising, very informal, but certainly open to members of the public should they wish to attend as well. So that said, if there's no further discussion, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Those opposed? Okay, that motion is carried. Thanks, everyone. Okay, so the next item on our agenda really is to move us to an in-camera discussion. So could I have a motion to move us in camera to discuss personnel legal matter?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Councillor. Could I have a seconder, please?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Councillor. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. Those opposed? Okay, that motion is carried. So we're just going to head in camera. Andy, I think Yvonne is going to move folks either to the wait room or or you can leave the meeting, whichever is your preference. Thanks to those joining us this evening. Okay. So we're back in public meeting, and I believe we have one motion to put forward. Deputy Warden, if you wanted to.
Oh, sorry, I thought we had a conflict.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought that was done. Yes, you're right. So Councillor Digdon, did you want to declare a conflict at this point? You're just muted there.
I guess so. I don't know why I was brought back into a regular session if I was still,
Oh yeah, no, we finished our in-camera discussion and then just came back to public, and now you have an opportunity to declare a conflict before the motion.
okay.
Okay, Yvonne, Councillor Digdon has declared a conflict, and Deputy Warden, over to you.
Thank you. I move that whereas an allegation of breach of the municipal's code of conduct by Councillor Michael Digdon was made by a member of the public, whereas the alleged breach was investigated by council as stipulated by the municipal code of conduct, whereas it was determined by council that Councillor Michael Digdon did breach the code of conduct by failing to observe a high standard of morality in his conduct of his official duties, failing to observe a high standard of professionalism in his dealings with members of the broader community, and failing to perform the functions of his office with integrity. Be it resolved that Councillor Michael Digdon shall be subject to the following corrective action, which is commensurate with the nature and severity of the breach. A, Councillor Digdon shall write an apology to the member of the public, and such apology shall be delivered by the warden. B, Councillor Digdon shall undergo sensitivity training agreed upon by council, which shall be completed no later than September 30th, 2022, at the expense of the councillor. C, Councillor Digdon shall be restricted from attending regular council meetings and committees of council meetings for the month of April 2022.
Okay, thank you, Deputy Warden. So the Deputy Warden has made a motion to pass that resolution. Is there a seconder on that?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Councillor Sean Sampson. Is there any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Those opposed? Okay, so that motion is carried. So I'm going to just send the councillor a text to let him know that we are finished with the motion that would have involved his conflict. Thank you very much for your patience, everyone. So the next item on our agenda really is an adjournment. We didn't have any additional items added to the agenda. So could I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you, Councillor Brent Sampson. Could I have a seconder?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Councillor Sean Sampson. So any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Okay, that motion is carried. The meeting's adjourned. And thanks for your patience with my hoarse voice, everyone. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.